Hi guys, my name is Alex and welcome to my channel. Today I'm testing out and doing a review on the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. I got this in the mail a couple days ago and only just played with it today. So I'll do some swatches and then I'll go into a bit of a review and then I will do a tutorial on the makeup look I just did. Here's what it looks like. I'm just gonna go row by row on my arm and then show you on the camera.
So this is just the first row, and from right to left we have the colours Desert Sand, Musk, Eden, Amber, Blood Moon and OUD. And for the second row we have the colours Celestial, Nefertiti, Twilight, Amethyst, Royal and Retrograde. For the last row we have Cashmere, Angelic, Cosmo, Turkish Delight, Saffron and Blazing.
Overall, I really like the palette. I felt like the shadows were really pigmented and they didn't have too much fallout or kick up, which I really liked. And the colours are beautiful. The packaging is beautiful. I really like the mirror as well. I think the only issue I would have with this palette would be that the price is very expensive. Especially here in Australia when you have to pay for the shipping and everything. As with any metallic eyeshadows, they do work a little bit better if you use a bit of setting spray or your finger to just pat it on your lid. Otherwise, they're really rich buttery shades and they're a beautiful colour. Swatching some of the colours, some of them felt really creamy and buttery and a couple of them felt really like dry. Two of them swatching Retrograde and Blazing felt really dry to swatch on my arm. But I use Blazing when I put on my eyeshadow as a transition shade. Putting it on a brush and on the eyes, it really was no problem at all. It worked beautifully. It was beautifully pigmented, so it did not swatch like it applied at all. I haven't tried using Retrograde, but hopefully it would apply to the eyes the same. Also, the color Cosmo is literally a pressed glitter. Like, it is pretty much glitter in the pan. So you probably need to use a glitter glue of some sort, as it would fall out, it falls out like everywhere. Anyway, that's about it. And besides the expensive price point, I really like this palette. It has beautiful eyeshadow colors and they all work really well and I would definitely use this a lot. And I think it's pretty unique as well. It's not like there's lots of palettes with the exact same colors that you could get. I don't know, if anyone knows of any dupes, let me know. I guess it's just up to you if you would want to spend that kind of money on eyeshadow palettes. I know some people would feel like, oh, it's just eyeshadow, but if there's any people who like to collect and hoard lots of makeup and have an addiction like I do, it's definitely Alex approved.
Now just keep on watching if you would like to see my makeup tutorial.
Alrighty my friends, we're going to start off with a lip scrub. There's this one that I just literally received in the mail now from Jefree Star that I wanted to give a go. Let's open her up. These things are so huge. The only other lip scrub that I own is from Lush. So that's like the Lush one. There's the Jefree Star one. Nice. Oh my god, this smells like strawberry bubblegum. Oh, it's like childhood in a jar. I really wanted the grape one because that would be even more of a childhood in the jar, but they were sold out. Oh, that's so good. Oh, it's really thick. Oh my god, it tastes so good. Mmm, delicious. The best part of using lip scrub is licking it off after. Next, I'm just going to moisturize my skin a little. I've had this in my drawer for a little while. I got it in a Bella box. It's supposed to be hydrating, so I'm gonna give this a go as like a moisturizer. Let's see. Putting it on a cotton pad. Ooh, that feels so nice and refreshing. Okay, I actually really liked starting off with my eyebrows last time, so I'm going to do that. Going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade in the color Chocolate. I just use this little brush. It's a MAC eyeliner brush. It gets the job done. Next I'm taking my Sigma Cream Contour brush. And I'm also taking my Shape Tape Concealer by Tarte. and I'm going to carve out my eyebrows. And I'm going to bring it down onto my lid as well. I find you have to work pretty quickly with the Shape Tape concealer. It sets very quickly. Just going to put a little bit more on my eyelids as well as a base underneath the eyeshadow. And don't forget to brush out your eyebrows just to soften them a little. Next, I'm going to take my Urban Decay Primer Potion and put that on my lids. Just use my finger to blend it out. Oh, I gotta do my eyelashes. Oh dear. Now, to open up the Huda Beauty palette. I'm excited to try out this palette. The colors look so beautiful. You open it, there's like eyes on the shadows. It's so cute. So this is what the front of the packaging looks like. So pretty. It's like reflective. I think it's so clever what they did with the packaging. I think the packaging is really nice. It's kind of actually heavy, and I think it's because it has a really nice mirror on it. It's a really big, nice, thick mirror. I'm going to start off with the colour Desert Sand. Put that all over my lid just to set the concealer and the primer that I put down. I think I'm going to take Blazing next, which is a beautiful orangey colour. Next I'm going to take my Sigma tapered blending brush. Well, that's from like 2 taps. Pigment. Just putting that in the crease and bringing that not all the way in, but almost all, like 3/4 of the way in, and blending out the edges just to diffuse it a little. And whatever you have left on your brush, just bring it all the way in. Taking the same brush, I'm now going to dip into Amber. This time I'm just going to concentrate it on the very like outer crease and actually drag it down onto the lid a little bit. And taking the Sigma Firm Shader Brush, going into Amber, I am going to put that on the inner part of my eye as well. Don't drag it all the way into the inner corner, just the inner third. And I am going to create a halo eye. Don't worry if it's not too neat, I'm going to take concealer in a minute and make a really good base for like the pop of colour. And also just deepening the colour in the outer as well. Making sure the crease is buffed out a little bit. I'm going to take that same brush that I used for my eyebrows earlier and dip back into the Shape Tape concealer. And put that in the centre. Okay, next I'm going to clean off that brush that we just used for concealer. Next, taking what is hands down my favourite colour in this palette, like why I wanted this palette pretty much, is Twilight. It's so beautiful and unique. It's like this purple with the blue in it. Stunning! So I'm going to try and pack on a whole bunch on my brush, really get in there, and if there's lots of fallout, that's pretty good. And then I'm taking my Duraline by Inglot and putting the like tiniest drop just on the back of my hand. And with plenty of Twilight on my brush, I'm going to very lightly dip into just like the corner of my drop and put this in the center. You'll probably need to pick up more of the Twilight color. If you have glitter glue, it would be probably much easier to use. Taking the Sigma Firm Shader Brush again, I still have leftover product on it, I haven't dipped back into it. I'm just going to blend the edges. Just by patting it on the edge of the eyeshadow. I'm going to try and make it pop even more by putting more Twilight on a clean brush. This is just the Naked brush from Urban Decay, and spraying it with a little bit of Fix Plus. I'm going to go back into the crease a little bit with a fluffy brush and just go back with a little bit of Blazing. Careful not to drag it down too much. Next I'm going to take a small round domey shaped brush. This one's just from Mecca and it says it's a contour brush, it's like Mecca brand. And I'm going to dip into the colour OUD, I'm not really sure what that means. Deepen up the outer corner a little. Blend that just a little. Next, on a Sigma short shader brush, the E21, I'm going to take the colour Angelic and just put that one in the inner corner. I really want that inner corner to pop, so I'm going to put some MAC Fix Plus spray on it. Alright, we're just going to clean up our under eye. Next, I'm going to prime my face with Velour Unicorn Essence. And for foundation, I'm using a mix of two because I don't have my proper colour right now. I'm using a mixture of the Tarte Amazonian Clay and L'Oreal True Match. And also taking Farsali's Rose Gold Elixir. I just put a few drops, like 2, maybe 3. I just put a couple drops in with my foundation when my skin is feeling on the dry side, just because it helps stop flakiness, especially like in between my eyebrows. It gets kind of flaky and you can see it looks all dry. Okay, and then I just dot this around my skin. Then taking my Oval 7 brush from Artis, this is looking really grotty, just blend that in. Next, I'll take my Shape Tape concealer and put it under my eyes. And then I just go about my day looking like a tribal warrior. Now it's blending time! I'll take my beauty blender and just blend it all in. And yes, I know my concealer is a little bit light for me. I ordered it online and then I got a bit of a tan. Next, I'm going to take my RCMA translucent powder. I know this is really unsanitary, but I just put a little bit in my hand and then put it on the beauty blender like that. If RCMA could put this into a better jar, it's really good powder that's super affordable, but the packaging is terrible. And just taking a big fluffy brush, I'm just gonna blend the powder in. Now taking my black Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper Black, I'm gonna wing my eyes. Just clean up the edges a little bit with some concealer. Next, I'm just going to put some eyeshadow underneath my eye. So taking Blazing again. Then on a small pencil brush, I'm using a Sigma E30. Take Amber and put that one closer to the lash line. And also a little bit of OUD in just the outer bit. And then I'm taking a bit of Cosmo, which is actually glitter, and I'm just pressing that on the outer corner, just with an angled brush. And going back in with more Angelic on the inner corner, because I lost some of it doing my concealer. And carrying it down a little as well to the rim of the eye. My choker broke. I'm going to use the Too Faced bronzer in Chocolate Soirle. And taking my Real Techniques Buffy brush. Put it in my hairline, onto my cheeks, and then under the chin. Then I'm going to take a blush brush, mine's just from Mecca, and I'm going to take my Cheekathon palette and just the colour Dandelion. Next I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in That Glow. On this Real Techniques fluffy brush, I'm going to take the colour Dripping Gold and put that on my cheekbones. And I'm going to take a smaller brush so that I can put it in the arch of my eyebrows. Now I'm stealing some of my roommate's eyelashes because I haven't got any of my own right now, I lost them. So these are just simple ones that I found in her drawer, but they will have to do. I feel like these things are shorter than my lashes. So cute and natural. Actually, I'm going to put a little bit of mascara on first. So they're a little bit shorter than my actual eyelashes, so they were really hard to like put in because I couldn't. It's hard to get in there to put them in properly, but it's okay, we got there. I need to buy some more lashes. And I'm just going to take some black eyeliner and tightline my eyes. Then I'm going to take this blue eyeliner that I have from Chi Chi in the colour Dream Lover. And I'm going to put that in my waterline. What to put on my lips? I'm going to use Jefree Star's liquid lipstick in the colour and a Nicole. It's probably a bit of a bright liquid lip to be using with this eye, but I just got it in the mail and I'm dying to try it. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video tutorial and review. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you soon. Bye!